Hourly Amazon.
right, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this great land of ours. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Tuesday. I didn't have to work today, so I'm on early. In fact, I was on earlier this afternoon. We had an NBA basketball game. We got the Miami Heat beat the LA Lakers earlier this afternoon. And then we finally resumed our baseball playoffs. We had a couple of games as the Yankees beat the Astros 5-4. The Yankees lead that best-of-5 series 2-0. And the Marlins held on to beat the Padres by a score of 3-1 in their Game 3. So the Marlins now lead that best-of-5 2-1. All right, because we're on early, we can get 3 games in today, and that's what we're going to do. As we continue with week number 13 of our current sim season, we have an NFC East matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Both teams come in at 5-7. Both teams are desperate for a win to keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. The second game of our triple header will be the Lions hosting the Ravens. Both of those teams are in the same boat. And then our final game will be the Dolphins and the Bears. And again, 2 teams that are both desperately looking for a win. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is now 91-65. That puts Evil Dead at 26 games over 500. TMG, he might join us tonight. There he is. There's TMG. TMG's got the Redskins in this one. All right. TMG is 7-8. I know Tuesday and Wednesday is his day off. So great to have you here, TMG. And Grando, I don't know if he'll be here. He's 62-41. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's head out to FedEx Stadium, FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, for the Eagles and the Redskins here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. It's the Eagles and the Redskins. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Tuesday. A rare weekday triple header, but that's what we have for you today, as we did not have to work today, so I'm on early. We'll get 3 games in. Philadelphia will kick off. The Redskins will get the ball first. Both teams come in at 5-7. From the 7-yard line, Delaney over the 20-25, and Marquez Delaney brings it out. A nice return out to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Redskins will have it, 1st and 10. Starting quarterback for Washington, Eric Tipton, in his 3rd year out of the University of Washington. He went from the Washington Huskies to the Washington Redskins. Different coast, though, altogether. He went from the West Coast to the East Coast. TMG's got the Redskins. Evil Dead has the Redskins as well in this one. We'll see how they do. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Well, she left the room. She'll be back. 1st and 10. Washington will have it at their own 36-yard line. Just underway. In the I formation. Tipton hands off to Dante Ciali. And Ciali out to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2 yards. Let's take a look at the Redskins offense. Up front, Johnson, Murray, Pearson, Lofton, and Young. And then it's Say, McDade, Ciali, Scott, and Metcalf. A gain of 2, be 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line. Just underway, live from FedEx Field in Landover. Redskins come out Tipton under center. Tipton hands off to Dante Ciali again. And Ciali gets 2 more yards out to the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia defense. They play a 4-3. Moon, Ginsburg, McKenzie, and Jackson up front. Linebackers Lynch, Ross, and Bird. And the secondary, Hicks, Joseph, West, and Reese. Evil Dead has joined us, reinforcing his pick. He's taking the Redskins in this one, as is TMG. It's TMG's day off today, so he is joining us live instead of watching on YouTube. 3rd and 6, 4 wide for the Redskins. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton draws back. Tipton looking. Tipton in trouble, and he's going to be taken down back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. On the tackle, Lawrence Moon, the 8th-year defensive end out of Navy. And the Redskins go 3 and out. It'll be 4th and 13. If you missed it earlier this afternoon, I finally, after 2 months, resumed Major League Baseball. I did the Game 2 between the Yankees and the Astros. Yankees won that game 5-4. They lead that series 2-0 now. And I had Game 3 of the Marlins and the Padres. Marlins won that game 3-1. They lead that best of 5, 2-1. Adrian Murphy back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to be into the end zone. No, it won't be. Gets downed at the 5-yard line. No, I did those baseball games earlier this afternoon, Evil Dead. Davis is here. You can catch them on YouTube. It was kind of a last-second decision. I had a full afternoon with nothing to do, so I decided to do a couple of baseball games. So the Redskins go 3 and out, and now Philadelphia will take over at their own 5-yard line. Davis was there. He watched his Yankees beat the Astros. He enjoyed that. 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line. Eagles come out in the eye. Caden Powell, the quarterback, in his 6th year out of Kentucky. Powell from the end zone, looking, rolls out. Watch out for the safety. Steps up, throws, and incomplete. He short-hopped it. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Misty has now joined us. Say hi, Misty. There you go. The first of 3 games for you today. A triple header. 2nd and 10 from the 5-yard line. Eagles come out in the eye. Evil Dead says, Guru. Powell from his end zone. Looking. Throws deep. He's got a man. Rome down the sideline. All the way out to the 49-yard line. 46 yards to Dylan Rome, the rookie tight end out of Tennessee. 46 yards and a first down for Philadelphia into Redskin territory at the 49-yard line. Both these teams come in at 5 and 7. They're both currently tied for last in the NFC East, trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The loser would not yet be eliminated, but they'd be really close. 1st and 10, Philadelphia from the Redskin 49-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Powell under center. Powell looking. Powell steps up. He's going to take off. And Powell down to the 38, again of 9, before being taken down by the defensive back, number 29, Deshaun Moon, in his 3rd year out of Utah State. So the Eagles have a defensive player named Moon, and the Redskins have a defensive player named Moon. Lawrence Moon for the Eagles, Deshaun Moon for Washington. Be a first down for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the Redskin 38-yard line. Eagles come out 4 wide. Powell under center. Powell hands off to Bennett, and Jake Bennett, the former Charger, picks up a yard to the 37-yard line in his 11th year out of Oklahoma. Coming up to make the tackle, number 22. That's Sean Wright, the 7th year safety out of Maryland. This is a rematch I'll go and find when they first played. They played at Philadelphia earlier during the season. I'll look it up. On 2nd and 9 from the 37. Powell looking. He's got all day. Throws near side to Simmons. Jarvis Simmons all the way down to the 4-yard line. A 33-yard gain. The 8th-year receiver out of Chattanooga, the former Viking. It'll be 1st and goal Eagles at the 4-yard line. I'm looking for their first meeting of the season here. I'll find it. I think it was a while ago. I'm up to week 5. Okay, week 6. Nope. Week 7. Nope. Week 8. Nope. Week 9 must have been sooner than I thought. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. TMG employing the Redskins defense. Powell hands off to Bennett. And Jake Bennett down to the 1. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And they must have played recently. They did back in week 10 in Philadelphia. Eagles beat the Redskins 18-14. I vaguely remember that game. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The rematch here today. Powell under center. Powell hands off to Bennett. He gets hit in the backfield. A 4-yard loss for Jake Bennett. On the tackle, Brian Trickett, the 5th-year defensive end out of Ole Miss. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. .328 and counting here in the first quarter. 3rd and goal for the Eagles. The Redskins went 3 and out. This is the Eagles' opening drive. Powell under center. This drive started back at the 5-yard line. Powell drops back. Looking. Throws and is picked off in the end zone. And Holloway will take a knee. There you go, TMG. The linebacker, John Holloway, picks it off in the end zone. Touchback. The 5th-year linebacker out of Georgia. So Powell throws the pick. That'll end the Eagle drive. They come up empty. So both teams come up empty on their opening drive. And now the Redskins will take over at their own 20-yard line. TMG like that. Both TMG and Evil Dead took the Redskins in this one. Again, Evil Dead is 91 and 65, 26 games up. And TMG is 7 and 8. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Eric Tipton under center. Tipton hands off to Ciali, and Dante Ciali, the beast, out to the 33-yard line. A 13-yard gain for the 10th year back out of Marshall, Dante Ciali. He's a little bit older now, maybe not as fast as he used to was, but he's still a beast in his 10th year out of Marshall. I wouldn't want to tackle him in the open field. He's one of the strongest backs in the league when it comes to his strength rating. His strength rating is 98, by the way. Gracie brought me a glass of milk. Thank you, Gracie. Nope, he didn't fumble. Oh, interception in the end zone. Tipton to Ciali. And another big gain for Ciali as he gets, a flag is down to boot. It's a gain of about 14 yards and then tack on a flag. Devontae Ross, they're going to get him. Oh, they're going to get the Redskins for a block on the back on Mark Metcalf, the wide receiver. I thought that was going to be a face mask.
Still first down.
It's still first down. It'll be 1st and 4. Basically, when you mark it off, it's a 6-yard gain. Because it happened downfield. 1st and 4 from the 39-yard line. Must be a Patriot rep. 4 wide. Tipton under center. Tipton hands off to Ciali. And Dante Ciali out to the 42, a gain of 3. Make it a gain of 2. Be 2nd and 2. On the tackle, number 79. Clayton Jackson, the fourth-year defensive end out of BYU. We started the game with the Redskins possession. They went 3 and out. Then the Eagles drove 90 yards and then threw a pick. And now the Redskins have it. 2nd and 2 from the 42. Tipton looking, throws, caught by Scott, wide open. The tight end, G. Scott, down to the 31-yard line. 27 yards. G. Scott, the rookie out of Ohio State, their first-round draft pick. The Redskins and the Eagles, if they both were to win out, well, only one could because they're playing each other today. But let's say the Eagles win out, they'd be 9-7, take their chances. If the Redskins can win out, they'd be 9-7. They can take their chances. But the loser of this game today, though they would not be mathematically eliminated, I think they would be out of the playoffs. Tipton to Ciali, and Ciali picks up nothing. Out to the 31-yard line, picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Devontae Ross came up and made the tackle. The 9th-year linebacker out of North Carolina State. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Redskins. It's a mostly sunny but cool afternoon here at Landover, 42 degrees. Tipton to McDade, and Landon McDade, no gain. The 5th-year back out of Louisville. Ryan Ginsberg on the tackle, number 93, in his 8th year out of Central Washington. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Redskins. A tight battle. Once again, the Eagles beat the Redskins 3 weeks ago in Philadelphia, 18-14. Rematch here today, 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Tipton drops back. Tipton throws, dumps it off to McDade, picks up the first down, out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 15 for McDade. He's a pretty good backup running back, McDade. He's a really good receiver out of the backfield. First down, Redskins. Tackled by a flock of Eagles there. And the clock is running. That might have been the last play of the first quarter. We'll see. Want to welcome everybody in on this Tuesday night. We're on early because I didn't have to work today. So we're doing a triple header. Will they get the playoff in time? They might. 1st and 10 for the 16. They do. Tipton back. Tipton looking, rolls out, throws inside to Say, and Virgil Say down to the 7. At the end of one, no score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. We go to the second quarter. Eagles, Redskins, no score. But they just completed an 8-yard pass to Virgil Say right before the end of the quarter. The 11th-year receiver out of Oregon State. So they're down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. They switch ends. And the Redskins now at the Eagles' 7-yard line. After a scoreless first quarter. Tipton under center in the I formation. Tipton hands off to Ciali around the outside, and Dante Ciali is in for the touchdown on the first play of the second quarter. A 7-yard touchdown run by the beast, Dante Ciali. After 10 years, most running backs would retire. Not Ciali, he's still going strong. Hail to the Redskins, TMG says. That's right. Forget this commander nonsense. It's the Redskins. Proud franchise. Proud legacy. Great uniforms. One of the best helmets ever in the NFL. And now the extra point by Zach Harris. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Redskins lead it 7-0. 7:57 left to play here in the first half. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports, as Washington takes a 7-0 lead. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for the Redskins. They were my dad's favorite team when I was growing up. I liked the Dolphins. He liked the Redskins. And now the Redskins will kick off. Adrian Murphy will kick. He does the kickoff duties, the punter. And this will be fielded at the 4-yard line by Manning. Brings it out over the 20-25. And on the return, Mark Manning, the rookie out of Baylor, out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Philadelphia will have it, 1st and 10. Caden Powell comes back out, the 6th-year quarterback out of Kentucky. Both teams at 5 and 7, desperately needing to win. Philadelphia next week plays at Pittsburgh. I know that much. Who do the Redskins play next week? They play at the Giants. Well, that's going to be a tough game. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. That's right. Powell throws, and it's knocked down by number 22, Sean Wright. Doug Williams, I remember him. I used to really like him. When he was on the Bucs, he played for the Bucs, and then he went to the Redskins and led them to a Super Bowl win over the Broncos. That was the game that Jimmy Smith, the running back, went wild. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line, 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. Powell hands off to Bennett, and Jake Bennett pushing his way out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 7. Bobby Kirby on the tackle. We have an injury timeout as Bennett got shaken up. The former Chargers running back. Oh, yeah, Williams. You know, Williams has done a lot off the field. He took Eddie Robinson's place at Grambling when Eddie Robinson finally retired. And he coached Grambling for about, 10 to 12 years. Now he's working in Washington, D.C. For a firm of some kind. I can't remember what exactly they do, but it's good stuff. So he's really done a lot of good with his life. Yep, Jimmy Smith is still the record holder. 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line, 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back, throws near side, caught by Simmons. He had to come back for it. Only gets 2 yards out to the 38. That's going to bring up 4th and 1. Bobby Kirby came up and made the tackle. The 4th-year defensive back out of Florida. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that too. Yeah, he's got a lot of irons in the fire, Doug Williams. He's doing a lot of things. Very active in the D.C. area. It'll be 4th down for Philadelphia. 7:25 and counting. Yeah, Timmy Smith. Andrew York back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. And the Redskins will have it at their own 20-yard line, up 7-0. Here at FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. When I first started doing sim seasons back in the year 2000 with Madden 2001, RFK Stadium was available as a stadium, and I used that. I wish it was still available. That stadium had character. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line in the I formation. Tipton, play action, throws outside to Lewis, and the fullback can't hold on. That's Darren Lewis, the rookie out of Auburn. Incomplete. He'll bring up 2nd and 10. And that'll stop the clock for the moment with 7:10 left to play. here in the first half. Redskins up 7-0. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Redskins come out in the I formation. Tipton under center.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Tipton, play action, throws down the middle and caught by Virgil Say all the way out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 23. First down, Redskins. All right, Davis, if you say so. I'll have to take your word on that. Well, that's the newest trend in the NFL, TMG. They want stadiums that are domed so these cities up north can host Super Bowls. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Tipton under center. I don't like the trend. Ciali around the outside. And Dante Ciali out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 6 will be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 24, Delino West, the 5th-year safety out of Alabama. Well, I'm sure you would love it. I just don't like dome stadiums in general. I just don't. Now in Vegas, I know it's necessary, so I'll give you that one. Tipton to Ciali. Gets the first down. And Tipton out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 9. And that'll bring up 1st and 10, Redskins. And for Phoenix, I understand, Glendale, that they have a dome. It gets awfully hot there. I get that. But in general, I just don't like dome stadiums. It was meant to be played outdoors. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Everybody in tight. Tipton under center.
All right, here we go.
Tipton hands off to Ciali up the middle, and Dante Ciali, the beast, down to the 29, a gain of 12. And that'll be another Redskin first down. Redskins starting to dominate this game now after a scoreless first quarter. .5:26 and counting. 1st and 10, Redskins at the Eagle 29-yard line. 4 wide, but in tight.
Here we go now.
Tipton hands off to McDade this time, and Landon McDade kind of spinning and weaving his way down to the 26, a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 79, Clayton Jackson. This is our first NFL game since Friday. I had to work all day with a couple of baseball games on the radio Saturday. I was just exhausted Sunday. I didn't do anything Sunday. And then I had baseball game or a softball game last night on the radio. But nothing today, so I'm here. On 2nd and 7. Tipton looking. Tipton throws, caught by Metcalf. And Mark Metcalf down to the 12. A gain of 14. The 2nd-year receiver out of LSU. Another Redskin first down. Now, I'll have a softball game on the radio tomorrow. I won't be on tomorrow. Just give you a heads up. I'll be back Thursday. First and 10 from the 12. 4 wide for the Redskins. Tipton in the shotgun.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Tipton drops back. Throws near side. Nearly picked off. Should have been. Went right through the hands of Don Reese, the 10th-year defensive back out of Indiana. He should have caught that. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They were looking for Metcalf. Metcalf never turned around to look for the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Redskins at the Philadelphia 12-yard line. Got a good crowd here this evening. I appreciate it. We're on early. The first game of our triple header today. In the I formation, Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali. Reverses field, and Ciali picks up 2 down to the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Devontae Ross on the tackle for the Eagles. a rapidly moving game. We're down to 3:48 left in the half. We have the Ravens and the Lions after this. We'll be in Detroit for that. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun on 3rd down. Tipton draws back. Tipton throws back the end zone. Scott, touchdown, Redskins. A 10-yard touchdown catch by the rookie tight end, G. Scott, out of Ohio State. And the Redskins go up 13-0. Nice footwork in the back of the end zone. And now Zach Harris for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. The Redskins lead at 14-0. 3:34 left. Excuse me. Here in the first half. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. TMG says, keep it up, Washington. Evil Dead's got the Lions in the next game. He already told me. And he's got the Dolphins in our third game. We have the Ravens and the Lions coming up next. And then the Dolphins at the Bears after that. 14-0. Redskins lead it. 3:34 left. Here in the first half. Adrian Murphy will kick off. This will be fielded at the 5 by Mark Manning out over the 20. Out to the 25, out to the 26. And that's where Philadelphia will have it. 1st and 10, down 14-0. Let's see if the Eagles can get something going before halftime. Caden Powell will come out. Starting quarterback in his 6th year out of Kentucky. Both these teams' uniforms are outstanding. I love both these uniforms. Eagles should go back to those full-time. The Redskins, obviously, should go back to these full-time. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Throws near side, caught by Jarvis Simmons. Down to the 39-yard line, a gain of 13. First down, Philadelphia. The former Viking, Jarvis Simmons, in his 8th year out of Chattanooga. He spent 5 years with Minnesota, now in his 3rd year with Philadelphia. Bobby Kirby on the tackle. Bobby Kirby, one of the better defensive backs in the NFL, in his 4th year out of Florida. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 39.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Powell drops back. Powell throws. Caught by Rome. Dylan Rome, the rookie out of Tennessee, out to the 45. A gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3. The rookie tight end. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Sports Davis, and TMG in the house. Evil Dead in New York City. Sports Davis out in the Phoenix area. TMG in Cincinnati. Myself, I'm in Nashville. We got the whole country covered. 2nd and 3 from the 45. Powell under center. Powell to Bennett. And Jake Bennett breaks through the line across midfield. And out to the 47, a gain of 8. And that'll be a Philadelphia first down. As I mentioned before, we did a couple of baseball games this afternoon. They're in the video section, and they're also on YouTube already. We also did a basketball game. We finished week 6 of the basketball season. The Heat beat the Lakers. 1st and 10 from the 47. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go.
They get the playoff. Lattimore, Marcus Lattimore, no gain. 2-minute warning. Redskins up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Two minutes left in the first half. Redskins up 14-0. Eagles on the move. 2nd and 10 from the Redskin 47-yard line. Powell draws back, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Cameron Cole knocked it down. The 11th year safety out of Chattanooga. So we got a couple of players from Chattanooga. That's a Division II college, or 3, I think even. It's a small college. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line. 3 wide to the near side. Powell in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Powell draws back. Powell looking, throws downfield, deep. Stackhouse, wide open. Jason Stackhouse to the 14-yard line, a 33-yard gain. First down, Philadelphia. The 5th-year receiver out of Colgate. And Cameron Cole comes up to make the tackle, but that's a big gain for Philadelphia. And that'll be Eagle first down. Clock is moving. Both teams have 3 timeouts. 1:33 and counting. 4 wide for the Eagles. Powell in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Powell draws back. Powell looking. Powell rolls out. And now Powell throws, dumps it off to Simmons. I think he was over the line of scrimmage, though. That's going to be a legal forward pass. Yep, there it is.
Legal forward pass. Offense.
I was watching that closely. He was over the line. That's a 5-yard penalty, I believe, and a loss of down. Yes, it'll be 2nd and 15, back at the 19-yard line. And that'll stop the clock with 1:15 left here in the half. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Eagles, back at the 19. Redskins up 14-0. I was thinking the same thing. He should have took off. 4 wide for Philadelphia. Powell in the shotgun, 2nd and 15. Powell draws back, throws, caught by Stackhouse. Down to the 6, a gain of 13. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He got most of it back. And now Philadelphia takes a timeout. On the tackle was the linebacker, Robert Andrews, in his 2nd year out of Wake Forest. 1:01 remaining in the half. A big 3rd down coming up for the Eagles. 3rd and 2 from the Redskins 6. Philadelphia would love a touchdown here. Redskins going to try to hold them to a field goal. FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Just outside our nation's capital. 3rd and 2 from the 6-yard line. Powell in the shotgun on 3rd down. Bennett goes in motion. Empty backfield now. Powell draws back. Throws inside to Ferguson. Gets down. It's in. Touchdown. He broke the plane. Terrence Ferguson, the rookie tight end out of Oregon. A 6-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles get on the board right before halftime, 14-6. Dang it. Philadelphia does get the ball first in the second half. I don't see where he broke the plane. Well, no review. And now Andy Bennett for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Redskins lead it 14-7 with 57 seconds left to play here in the first half. We have the Baltimore Ravens at the Detroit Lions up next. And then we have the Miami Dolphins at the Chicago Bears after that. Our triple header here today. I was given the day off today because I had to work all day Saturday. So I appreciate that. And now Andrew York will kick off. Two yards deep. Nixon brings it out over the 20. And Nixon, Andre Nixon, the rookie out of Virginia, out to the 24-yard line. And that's where the Redskins will have it, 1st and 10. 54 seconds left in the half. Dante Ciali, he's at 57 yards so far. Tomorrow night, I'll be covering the Gordonsville Tigerettes softball game. If they win that, they'll play either Friday or Saturday in the sub-state. We don't know yet. 1st and 10 from the 24. Tipton looking. Tipton throws near side, caught by Metcalf, out to the 34-yard line. And the Redskins take a timeout, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. And if the Tigerettes win the sub-state Friday or Saturday, whichever day it falls on, then they go to Murfreesboro next week for the state championship tournament. So next week, Tuesday through Friday, I might not even be on. I'll be down there in Murfreesboro. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Redskins at their own 34-yard line. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton draws back. Tipton throws, caught by Scott. And G. Scott out to the 43. A gain of 9. That'll be a 1st down. And the Redskins take a timeout. I'd be on Sunday night and Monday night next week. But if they go, I'll be down there Tuesday through Friday next week. First and 10 from the 43-yard line. Redskins trying to score again before halftime. They still have a timeout. They need about 25, 30 yards for a decent field goal shot. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. First and 10. Tipton looking. Throws down the middle. Caught by Virgil Say. Out to the 40. A gain of 17. Clock is moving. 30 seconds. First down, Redskins. Cedric Joseph on the tackle. The rookie safety out of Florida. It'd be a 57-yard field goal from where they are. They want to get closer. They'll probably call a play here. Run a play, try to get closer and call timeout. Well, they better do it quickly. We're down to 20 seconds. Redskins come out. 2 backs in the backfield. We're down to 15 seconds. Snap the ball. Tipton. Snap it. Down to 12 seconds. Tipton looking. Steps up. Throws outside to McDade. And McDade gets down to the 30, and they take a timeout. A gain of 10. That's cutting it close, Washington. Yeah, playing for a field goal. Put them up by 2 scores going into halftime. So now it would be a 47-yard field goal attempt. That was a good play to get closer. They call their final timeout. And now Zach Harris will come on. And this will be a 47-yard attempt. Let's see if he can connect. They got the yardage they needed to get inside field goal range. And now Zach Harris, the rookie out of Texas A&M, from 47 yards. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it. We go to halftime. Redskins 14, Eagles 7 here at Jammin' Sports. welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-7 Eagles, the 5-7 Redskins. Redskins lead it 14-7. Both teams desperately trying to win to keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. Philadelphia will get the second half kickoff. Adrian Murphy will kick off for the Redskins. He's the sixth-year punter out of Washington, University of. And the second half is now underway. Fielded at the 5 by Simmons. Jarvis Simmons over the 20, 25, and out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Philadelphia will take over, 1st and 10. Down 14-7. Caden Powell will come back out to lead the offense for Philadelphia. The first of our 3 triple-header games here today. First and 10, Philadelphia at their own 27, 4 wide. Powell under center. Powell fakes the handoff, looks downfield. He's got all day. Powell throws deep. Coming back to it is Stackhouse. Stackhouse is just ripping the Redskins apart down to the 41-yard line. 32 yards for Jason Stackhouse into Redskin territory at the 41-yard line. He's been catching passes left and right as of late. Redskins might want to cover him. Maybe put another man on him. Bobby Kirby came up, made the tackle, the defensive back. First down, Philadelphia at the Redskin 41. 7.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Philadelphia trying to tie this one up. Redskins were up 14-0 at one point. 4 wide. Powell in the gun. Powell back. Powell throws. Caught by Stackhouse. Down to the 33. A gain of 8. On the tackle, Robert Andrews, the linebacker, along with Chris Ball, the rookie defensive back out of Georgia. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the Redskin 33-yard line. Eagles come out. Just one receiver wide, everybody in tight. Roll in motion. Powell to Lattimore. Picks up the first down as Marcus Lattimore gets out to the 30-yard line. The third-year back out of Tulsa, the youngest of the Lattimore brothers. A 3-yard gain and a Philadelphia first down. Robert Andrews and Cameron Cole came up and made the tackle. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Sports Davis, TMG in the house on this Tuesday evening. Everybody in tight, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Powell hands off to Lattimore, and the Redskins are right there. It's a 4-yard loss. Coming around the outside on the safety blitz, Cameron Cole. It'll be a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 13. Casey's in the house. How you doing, Casey? We haven't seen Casey in a while. Welcome into Jammin' Sports, man. We're in the first of 3 games. We're in the third quarter. 2nd and 13 for Philadelphia at the Redskin 34-yard line. Powell drops back. Powell looking. Throws deep. Wide open. Simmons. Touchdown. Philadelphia. A 34-yard touchdown catch by Jarvis Simmons, the 8th-year receiver out of Chattanooga. And he was left wide open down the middle. It's like the Redskins forgot to cover him. Well, he's being covered by a linebacker. No wonder. And now the Eagles have battled all the way back. They can tie it up with the extra point here. Andy Bennett will come on for the point after. For the PAT, it's up and it is good. We're tied at 14. 5:47 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams are 5-7, tied for last in the NFC East. Well, somebody's going to be in the cellar by themselves when this game is over. 5:47 left here in the third quarter. We have the Ravens and the Lions after this. We'll be in Detroit. That's right, we say go Redskins. There's the kickoff. Nixon a yard deep, brings it out over the 20 and out to the 24-yard line. On the return, Andre Nixon, the rookie out of Virginia. So the Redskins, they were up 14-0. Now we're tied at 14. They'll get the ball at their own 24-yard line with a chance to retake the lead. Still a lot of football left in this one. 5:44 left here in the third quarter. Redskins come out. Tipton under center on 1st and 10. Scott in motion. Tipton, play action, rolls out. And he gets sacked back at the 20-yard line. Coming up to make the sack, Lawrence Moon, the veteran defensive end out of Navy in his 8th year. A loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. Moon just broke a tackle, or broke a block, I should say, and got in there and got the sack. Well, the Redskins were dominating a little while ago, and now momentum has definitely shifted to the Eagles side of the house. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Redskins at their own 20-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Tipton under center. Tipton pump fakes, hands off to Ciali, and Dante Ciali breaking tackles. What a beast. Out to the 29. A gain of 9. Make it a gain of 10. It'll be 3rd and 5. I say just keep giving it to Ciali. Eli Hicks on the tackle, the 10th year defensive back out of Michigan. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Tied at 14. Redskins come out. Oh, yeah, he's like John Riggins, yeah. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton back. Tipton looking. Throws. And it's incomplete. He was looking down the sideline for T.J. Ross. Actually, it was Dante Ciali along the sideline. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th and 5. The Redskins are going to have to punt. Adrian Murphy will come in to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded at the 23-yard line. Mark Manning brings it back out to the 35. And now Philadelphia with a chance to take the lead for the first time. The Eagles have scored 14 unanswered points to tie the game. And now they have a chance to take the lead. Sadness. Sadness. Caden Powell comes back out. Quarterback for Philadelphia. 4:35 left here in the third quarter. 3 wide to the far side. Powell in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hands off to Bennett. And Jake Bennett out to the 41. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Cameron Cole comes up and makes the tackle. Casey says, fly, Eagles, fly. Meanwhile, the clock is moving. 4:15 and counting here in the third. 3 receivers to the near side this time. Powell in the shotgun. Powell fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Simmons. And Jarvis Simmons down to the 35. 24-yard gain to Jarvis Simmons into Redskin territory and a Philadelphia first down. Well, the Redskins are going to blow a 14-0 lead here. Well, they already have. It's tied at 14. But now the Eagles are looking to take the lead. First and 10 from the Redskin 35-yard line. I think we're coming off an injury timeout. That's why it's taking so long. Die, Eagles die. Grando's in the house. First and 10 from the 35. Powell under center. Powell fakes the handoff. Looking, throws near side. Caught by Bennett, and he goes out of bounds. His momentum took him out, and he loses 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13. So Grando has joined us from the greater Tampa area. It's like the gang's all here tonight. The first of 3 games here tonight, since we're on early. I didn't have to work today. 2nd and 13 from the 39-yard line. Powell to Lattimore, and Lattimore to the 38. Now they say no gain. It'll be 3rd and 13. On the tackle, number 92, that's Rodney Howe in his 3rd year out of Rhode Island. Grando in the house. 3rd and 13 from the 38-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield for Powell. Powell draws back. Powell throws deep. Caught by Stewart. Tommy Stewart, the tight end, down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 24 for Tommy Stewart in his 6th year out of Vanderbilt. First down, Philly. Eagles on the move. Hope Grando's doing all right today. We're down to 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Eagles come out 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Powell draws back. Powell throws. Caught by Stackhouse. No. Ripped away. Incomplete. Broken up by Prince King, the former Packer, in his 6th year out of Texas, the defensive back. I bet. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles now. At the Redskin 14. We're tied at 14. It's been good. Bennett takes the ball and gets down to the 13. This afternoon we did a NBA basketball game, and then we finally got back to our Major League Baseball playoffs. We did a couple of games this afternoon. Yankees beat the Astros 5-4. They take a 2-0 lead in that series. And the Marlins beat the Padres 3-1. And they take a 2-1 lead in that series. 3rd and 9 from the 13-yard line. Powell looking. Powell, he's got all day. And he just throws it away. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 9. The Redskins defense holds. You were stuck in meetings? Cry Eagles fly. I guess Grando's rooting for the Redskins. Bennett from 30 yards. Andy Bennett to give the Eagles the lead. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 17 unanswered points by Philadelphia, and they take a 17-14 lead with 2:08 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Hockey after football tonight. You might as well go for all 4. .208 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the Eagles have taken a 17-14 lead. They beat the Redskins 18-14 3 weeks ago in Philadelphia. Yeah, Casey has joined us today. That's great. And now the kickoff. Washington now down by 3. Marquez Delaney from the goal line over the 20-25. And Delaney out to the 33-yard line. So the Redskins now down by 3 will take over at their own 33 with 2:04 left here in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Redskins. Let's see if they can finally get their offense back in gear. Redskins come out 4 wide. Eric Tipton, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Scott in motion. Tipton fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Scott. And G. Scott, the tight end, 11 yards out to the 44-yard line. And that'll be a Redskin first down. The rookie out of Ohio State, Devontae Ross on the tackle, the linebacker for Philadelphia. But it's a first down for the Redskins. I wish this game did have the Hail to the Redskins song on it. Whenever the Redskins score, that'd be cool. First and 10 for the 44, or we can just sing it. Or not.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Tipton to Ciali. And the Beast just plowing forward out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 8. He is hard to bring down. Let's go Skeens. A gain of 8, be second and 2. Devontae Ross finally brought him down. The linebacker. He's just a load, man. He's, like I said, he's still the strongest back in the league. He's got, of all the running backs, he's got the highest strength rating of 98. He's still the strongest. Second and 2 from the 48-yard line. White in motion. Tipton fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Scott, down to the 33, a gain of 15 by G. Scott. And that'll be a Redskin first down. On the tackle, number 22, Don Reese, the defensive back. Down to 42 seconds left. Yeah, but they're still the Commanders. First and 10. Tipton under center. And Madden 25 doesn't have the 2-minute drill. Tipton looking. Tipton throws. Virgil Say all the way down to the 3. A 30-yard catch by Say. Coming across, got himself open. First and goal. The 2-minute drill, the hurry-up offense that you see in Madden 19 here, you don't see it in 20 through 25. It's a variation, but it's not the same. When you play 20 through 25, during the replay, the clock is running in the background. And they don't rush up to the line, they don't spike the ball. First and goal, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Eagles up 17-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. We go to the fourth quarter. Eagles lead the Redskins 17-14, but the Redskins have it at the doorstep. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi. Eagle Dead is a bomb.
That's right. Bomb. Bomb, she said. First and goal from the 3-yard line. In the offset eye, Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali. He gets hit in the backfield for a 5-yard loss, making the tackle. Coming in quickly, Clayton Jackson in his 4th year out of BYU. Shorty left the room. She doesn't stay long. She's got to go watch her K-pop and stuff. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Loss of 5 on 1st down. Tipton in the shotgun. Redskins at the very least trying to tie this one back up. Tipton back. Tipton in trouble, and he got hit as he threw. Lawrence Moon was in the process of sacking him as he was trying to get the ball away. That'll stop the clock. 7:28 left. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 8-yard line. Such a nice drive right before this. Now they're having a hard time inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 8. Tipton in the shotgun. Garbage awareness. Tipton back. Tipton rolls out, throws to the end zone. Ciali, touchdown, Redskins. An 8-yard touchdown catch by Dante Ciali, proving that he's a pretty good receiver out of the backfield too. The Beast with a receiving touchdown. And the Redskins are retaking the lead 20-17 with the extra point to come. And now Zach Harris for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. Redskins lead by 4, 21-17. 7:23 left to play. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams trying to keep their very slim, and I mean very slim, playoff hopes alive. Right now, both these teams are on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoff picture. Adrian Murphy will kick off for the Redskins. Now up by 4. That forces the Eagles to score a touchdown now if they want to take the lead. Did they? I missed it. 2 yards deep. Manning over the 15, 20, 25. And out to the 26-yard line. Mark Manning. I never hear it in my headphones. The hail to the Redskins. Caden Powell comes back out to lead the offense for Philadelphia. Don't forget we have the Ravens and the Lions coming up next. And then we have the Dolphins and the Bears after that. Still got a lot of time left in this one. 7:19 left to play. But the Eagles find themselves down by 4. 4 wide for Philadelphia. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back. Powell looking, steps up, throws deep. Going for the home run, and it's picked off by Chris Ball at the 13-yard line. The ball was a bit overthrown. Chris Ball, the rookie out of Georgia, hauls it in. Turnover, and the Redskins will get it back. Losers. I get the feeling that Grando doesn't like Philadelphia. It's just a feeling I get. All right. Madden 20 is the last Madden where they're called the Redskins. It's also the last Madden that the Raiders are in Oakland. The last Madden that the Rams are in the Coliseum. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Redskins will take over. But Madden 20, as good as it is, it doesn't have the hurry-up drill, so I don't use it. 1st and 10. White in motion. Tipton hands off to Ciali. And Dante Ciali out to the 18, a gain of 5. He's at 76 yards on the day. On the tackle there, number 76 for Philadelphia. I'm looking for a 76. Maybe I read that wrong. 79, Clayton Jackson. 2nd and 5 from the 18-yard line. 4 wide. Tipton in the shotgun. Tipton back. Tipton rolls out. And Tipton throws back the other way. Caught by Virgil Say. Out to the 32-yard line. A very dangerous pass. They pick up 14 yards, though, and get a first down. Yeah, I agree with you there, Grando. If you got Ciali in your backfield at this point in the game, just hand it off. That was a extremely dangerous pass. But the Redskins made it work. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. 4 wide. Tipton under center. Tipton draws back. Tipton looking, throws near side. Caught by Scott, rolls out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. He's 2nd and 6. G. Scott, the rookie tight end. And once again, Philadelphia plays Pittsburgh next week. And the Redskins next week play at the Giants. 2nd and 6 from the 36-yard line. Tipton in the shotgun.
Here we go. 319.
Tipton to Ciali. And Ciali picks up 5 to the 41. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. On the tackle that time, number 56, Adrian Bledsoe, the former Chief and Saint in his 10th year out of Texas. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Redskins. Let's see if they can't pick up the first down here and eat up more time. I don't know, but his name is G. Scott. He's from College Football 25. Tipton to Say, who reaches back for it. What a catch. The throw was behind him. 10 yards. Watch the replay. Watch him reach back. One-handed catch. Watch this. Look at that. Great catch by Virgil Say. 10 yards and a Redskin first down. And now Washington can eat up more time. As we're coming up on 5 minutes left, they're at the Eagle 49. 4 wide. Tipton under center.
Let's go. Green 39.
Tipton fakes the handoff. Watch out. Throws deep. Caught by Morris. Norris actually with an N. James Norris down to the 29. A 26-yard catch. Down to the 23-yard line. His first catch of the day. James Norris in his 6th year out of Ball State. And that's a first down for Washington. Coming up to make the tackle, number 34, Cedric Joseph, the safety. And now the Redskins, they can go up by 2 scores here if they get a touchdown. They have it at the Eagle 23-yard line with 4:35 and counting. 4 wide. Tipton under center. Tipton draws back. Throws. Missed his target down the middle. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. He threw it a bit behind him. He was looking for Marquez Delaney, the rookie out of Notre Dame. 2nd and 10 from the Eagle 23. In the offset eye. Tipton under center. Tipton to Ciali up the middle, and Dante Ciali out to the 17, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. As Ciali getting closer to 100. Needs 14 more. Jacoby Bird on the tackle. The 6th-year linebacker out of Louisiana Lafayette. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. 3rd and 4 for the Redskins. Big third down here from the Eagles' 17-yard line. They come out in the eye. Tipton. Play action. Rolls out. Tipton throws to the end zone. Norris. Touchdown. Redskins. A 17-yard touchdown catch by James Norris. And the Redskins go up 27-17. Beautiful throw by Tipton. And you were making fun of his awareness about 5 minutes ago. And now Zach Harris for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Oh, it's not good. It bounced off. He doinked it. It remains a 10-point lead Wow. They missed the extra point. Bounced it off the right upright. I thought it was good. Again, I don't like that angle, but it's all the angle I have to work with. So it's still a 2-score game, but now the Eagles can tie it up with a touchdown and a field goal instead of 2 touchdowns taking the lead. And now Adrian Murphy will kick off. 3 yards deep. Manning brings it out. Mark Manning over the 20, 25. And Mark Manning brings it out to the 27-yard line. 3:49 left. The Eagles are down by 10. Caden Powell comes back out. Eagles suck. Overtime? Well, Eagles have to score twice in 3:49, and one of them has to be a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Simmons in motion. Powell looking, throws, dumps it off to Provost. And John Provost out to the 35, a gain of 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2. 3:35 and counting. On the tackle, Trey Cook, the 4th-year linebacker out of South Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Powell looking. Powell throws. Caught by Stackhouse across midfield. They go from the 35 to the 46-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 19 yards. And that's a first down. Stackhouse has been catching a lot of passes here today. And we're down to 3 minutes and counting. Redskins up by 10. 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Powell drops back. Powell looking. Throws. And into a crowd. Incomplete. I mean, that was the very definition of throwing into a crowd. That'll stop the clock with 2:46 left. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. They were looking for Simmons. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Philadelphia at the Redskin 46. Still a 10-point lead for Washington. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Powell in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. High snap, hands off to Bennett. A draw play. Jake Bennett, not much. Gets 2 down to the 44-yard line. Trey Cook on the tackle to bring up 3rd and 7. We're down to 2:32 and counting. On the tackle that time, number 90, Matthew Enoch, in his 10th year out of Cal. Whoever loses this game, they're pretty much out of the playoffs. Not mathematically, but I just don't see an 8-8 team getting to the playoffs. 5 wide, empty backfield, 3rd and 7. Powell in the shotgun. Powell back. Powell throws. Caught by Provost. And John Provost down to the 23. A gain of 19. The 9th-year receiver out of Syracuse. The former Bengal, the former Raven. He helped the Ravens win the Super Bowl last season. And now he's on Philadelphia. Ravens let him go. He was a free agent. That might be why the Ravens are not playing well this time. 2-minute warning. Redskins up 27-17 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. The final 2 minutes of this one. This game went back and forth. Redskins were up 14-0. Then the Eagles were up 17-14. And then the Redskins come roaring back. They're up 27-17. And now Philadelphia on the move. 1st and 10 from the Redskin 23-yard line. They got to score quickly. They're down by 10. Powell back. Powell throws outside to Stewart. And Tommy Stewart only gets 3 out to the 20-yard line. Here's what the newer Maddens don't have right here. The hurry up. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Powell back. Powell. He's going to take off. And Caden Powell down to the 5. Again at 15. They'll hurry up. They quickly come to the line. 1st and goal from the 5. Powell drops back. Powell looking. Throws to the end zone. It's knocked down by Trey Cook. Nice play by the linebacker. In his 4th year out of South Carolina. And that'll stop the clock with 1:28 left. It'll be 2nd and goal. Nice play by Cook. Stackhouse at the Steakhouse coming soon. 2nd and goal from the 5. Powell in the shotgun. Powell drops back, throws, caught by Ferguson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terrence Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown catch. And that puts the Eagles down by 4. The extra point will make it a 3-point game. Now that blocked extra point is looming large. Well, not a block, but a missed extra point. Andy Bennett will come on for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And we all know what's coming up after that. Kick is up. And good. 27-24. The Redskins lead by 3 with 1:25 left. Philadelphia has all 3 of their timeouts. If it was me, I would kick it away and try to force a 3 and out. I would only kick an onside kick if I was down by 2 scores still, or if I had less than 3 timeouts. At this point, I'd kick it away. They'll probably kick the onside, though. Andrew York will tee it up. Let's see what they do. Do they kick it away with 3 timeouts or kick the onside kick? They're going to go for the onside kick. Here we go. York's kick gets fielded by Norris, who gets taken down at the 44-yard line. So the Redskins are in Eagle territory already. Now, if you're Philadelphia, you want to force a 3 and out here. Or even better, get a turnover. Redskins are up 27-24. Virgil say he's had a big game for the Redskins here today. Cry, Eagles, cry. We have the Ravens and the Lions up next. We'll be in Detroit. And then the Dolphins and the Bears after that. A triple header here today. We're coming up on our regular starting time during the week, 8 o'clock Eastern. It's about 10 minutes. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. In the I formation, Tipton under center. Metcalf in motion. Tipton to Ciali, and Dante Ciali out to the 42, a gain of 2. Eagles take a timeout. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. If the Redskins get a first down here, it's pretty much over. Grando's got the Bears and the Dolphins. Well, I'll give you the Redskins on this one, too. They were tied when you came in, and I could tell you're rooting for the Redskins. So I'll give you that one, too. Just because I can. Because we haven't seen you in a while. On 2nd and 8 from the 42-yard line. Looks like everybody's going to get this one right. Nobody took the Eagles in this one. So you want the Lions and the Dolphins? Ciali gains 2 out to the 40-yard line. And the Eagles take another timeout. Jackson on the tackle. Oh, okay. I thought that was a bear that you put up there. It's a lion. Okay. Lions and Dolphins. Gotcha. Casey took the Eagles. He's the only one. It's a big third down right here. Philadelphia down to their final timeout. Redskins not quite in field goal range. It'd be a 57-yard field goal. Redskins up by 3. Tipton under center. 3rd and 7. Tipton to Ciali. Picks up the first down, and that is huge. 7 yards down to the 33-yard line. Philadelphia takes their final timeout. And now the Redskins should be able to just run out the clock. The Redskins will be 6 and 7, and Philadelphia will drop to 5 and 8. And Casey goes, dang. Sorry, Casey. The mighty Casey struck out. And now the Redskins should just sit on it, I believe. That's what I would do, since the Eagles don't have any timeouts. In the victory formation, Tipton takes a knee. It'll tick under 40 seconds. They'll have to do that one more time. And that'll be it. So the Redskins will keep their slim playoff hopes alive. Eagles are hanging on by a thread at 5 and 8. We're under 40 seconds now. They take a knee once again, and that should do it. They shouldn't have to snap it again. As the final seconds will tick away. Skins, baby. Your final score: Washington 27, Philadelphia 24. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Ravens Lions up next. We'll see you then.